Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Icardi card that came out today as an SBC. I'm sorry that this is a late upload. As you guys know, I was doing the other two gameplay objective cards, as well as PK that's going to be coming out soon as well. With Icardi's Team of the Season card, guys, it's a pretty decent situation for me to try him out personally because of the fact that, you know, Ozyman has kind of outlived the fact that he's been in my team for this long, in all fairness, and I kind of want to try out a different striker because Ozyman, he's definitely very usable, for sure. It's just that he's lacking in certain things that kind of bother me in regards to his movement on the pitch and in regards to the shots that he takes. So with Icardi, it is definitely a welcome change to see exactly how he's going to play in my team. So we're looking at a card, ladies and gentlemen, that is 5'11", with medium-low work rates, 3-star skill moves with a 4-star weak foot. So with Ozyman's card, I didn't really often do skill moves that much. The only thing that I can really see myself doing that much with skill moves was the ball roll flick, and it was, I think, the stopped scoop turn, right? The 4-star skills with that too. But I barely did that with Ozyman as well. So I kind of wanted to have a very clinical finisher up there, and we could be trying him out in the weekend league this weekend to see what's up with this card. But obviously, as you guys know, if the card's not that good right now, then we're probably never going to use him in the future again. So we're looking at a card, guys, that is 91 acceleration with 90 sprint speed, so a good start as well. With an engine chemistry style, definitely wouldn't help. It definitely wouldn't be a bother either. In regards to finishing, he has 97 finishing with 92 shot power and 90 composure. I have a big feeling, right, that this card, finishing-wise, is going to be unbelievable. The main thing that needs to be improved with cards like this is going to be his dribbling, okay? His dribbling needs to be responsive enough with the left stick for me to enjoy using this card, and his off-the-ball movement with 99 attacking positioning better be good. Very, very important things because I don't know if it's going to be good because of the medium-low work rates. Very, very huge thing to look at there. In regards to passing, the engine chemistry style will also help him out with short passes, long passes by a +10. Dribbling, +10 for balance will make him 96 balance with the 5'11" height that he has. He has a pretty big body type in game, which is very important considering the fact that he does have 87 strength as well. And agility and balance really improved, as well as the dribbling, especially with the engine chemistry style. So obviously the biggest downfall of this card is obviously the 80 stamina. 80 stamina is not necessarily the greatest to have. I like Ozyman in my team because of the high work rates of him pushing up and coming back as well. So with Icardi, we could potentially try him out on balanced instructions without coming back in defense. He could play really well. So stamina may not be a huge issue at 80. It's not ideal at 80, but with the striker position, he's not moving as much as the 3 cams are, if you guys know what I'm saying, especially due to his own characteristics. So the way that we're going to be trying out Icardi in my team, guys, is going to look like this. We're going to be using the 4-2-3-1 with my actual tactics, okay, because I want to see if he's going to play well for me and my tactics, right? And then at some point, if he's not really performing the way I'd like him to perform, we're going to go ahead and change it, okay? So we're going to have possession-based playstyle 4-2 with the instructions set for balanced instructions on this card. Again, we're not going to tell him to cover center and come back like we did with Ozyman, because those instructions fit his characteristics really nicely, right? So we're going to see how Icardi plays with this team because you guys know how Bernardo Silva can. You know how they move around the pitch. So it should be very interesting to see what he's going to be playing like in the team. So let's get into a game. Again, strictly as a striker, we're going to see what he's like there. So guys, before we get into this game, I actually failed to see his traits. He has solid player, power header, and outside foot shot. Outside foot shot is going to be a very helpful thing for consistent finishing. So we're going to see what that's like. Oh, please tell me your dribbling is good. It's not that bad, actually. It's definitely improved with the engine chemistry style. It's obviously not going to be super agile, but he does move around quite decently. He actually kind of feels very similar to Ozyman's card in regards to dribbling, so that actually might not be a huge problem because Ozyman's dribbling, it wasn't necessarily the greatest. Obviously, I try to improve that as much as possible, but he had to compensate more in other areas in regards to consistent finishing and stuff, which Icardi is getting into a good position instantly right there. Positions himself really well for that through ball pass for that finish. Obviously, with the shot power and the high finishing that he already has, gets into a very solid position to score that opportunity. So dribbling, Feels very similar to Ozymandias. I like that little spot that he was in right there for that consistent finish. Very nice. I'm going to keep testing his dribbling right here. I don't think his skill moves are going to be that fast in all fairness. Don't expect it to, but he does at least have the heel to heel. Let's see if he does it on the 45. It's good enough for him to get past the goalkeeper because obviously that's one of the most consistent ways to score in this game when you get that 45-degree angle, and he's obviously going to be able to do that nicely, so... But I am going to say this right now. I feel like I'm going to really notice that, like, physical stuff that he does, like, in regards to movement. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, great finish. Wow. His first touch was great right there. His instant left stick dribble was really nice as well. Pretty sure that's his default celebration right there, doing the little thing like that. He actually did a really good job right there. The high finishing was very, very noticeable in that situation. His off-the-ball movement to accelerate into the space as well was really, really nice. So, a great goal by him in all fairness. He's playing the balance instruction really well in regards to him just staying forward. He's not really... He doesn't have any, like, defensive capabilities whatsoever for him to come back. Some players that have, like, medium work rates and stuff... medium lows, they sometimes come back into defense in the cam position, depending on, again, their own characteristics. But Icardi is not going to waste too much stamina in regards to him coming back, because on balanced or stay forward, I feel like he'll play that instruction nicely. I like his decision-making in regards to runs. Like, again, that thing right there, you see how he pushes to the side and then goes into the middle? That's how you open up space, man. I don't score that opportunity with Kalu, but that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, you see how he pushes to the side because he sees that opening, but then instantly... Finesse shot from that angle? Nice finish. You could see that he instantly goes right back into the middle. He doesn't really stick to the side that often, so pretty cool thing there. It's his default celebration to just do the little hand thing that he does. That's pretty cool. Play off my dribble, my dude. Good. Good. He's got a good hold-up play, too, because he has physical presence. Aggressively pushes up. Gets back into position quickly. Left stick dribbling really good. Not the greatest shot from that angle, but it was coming off of a certain touch right there, which is why the shot power didn't really come off that nicely. I don't know. That one should have been better, actually. In regards to shot power, I think that one should have been a little better. Ooh, nice little skill moves to get past the player right there. Going to go ahead and use Icardi in this situation. We'll just go ahead, a nice little penalty to the top right here. Maybe he saves it. He doesn't. Nice little penalty there with Icardi. Nicely done. The thing that's important with this card is obviously the fact that his left stick dribbling is actually pretty responsive. The engine chemistry style definitely helps that out a lot. Boom. Nice. That's the one. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I need the players, when I make that specific pass right there, I need them to get into that space quickly. He doesn't do it that fast. He doesn't do it that fast, but he does it good enough right there. Stamina being depleted on the card in the 30th minute, very noticeable. Look at that. You have to tell him to stay forward. It's a tricky situation with this card in regards to stamina, because it's obviously very noticeable that he's losing it a lot. What we're going to have to do with this card in regards to his stamina is we're going to have to tell him to stay forward and be conservative on interceptions. We'll do that in the next game. Okay, guys, so the different thing that we're going to do, like I said, we're going to give him conservative interceptions and stay forward. You have to force that on this card because of that 80 stamina, because he is actually making a lot of runs. And because of my tactic of pressure on heavy touch, he will sometimes try to go for that interception, which is why he depletes in stamina quickly. So we're going to go ahead and force those two instructions on him, and we're going to play another game with him.
Couple of exceptional talents in a really good game we might be focusing on. Well, two excellent attacking players. We are treated to...
Oh, you lingered to the side. He lingered on the side way too long right there. Oh, but the finishing. Oh, you lingered on the side way too long right there. But the finishing, you know what? Because I never want him to push to the side, I'm going to have to use this card on Stay Central. Let's see. I really hope he still does that thing that I like strikers to do, for them to push to the side but then go into the middle. You know, I want him to do that really badly. So let's go ahead and use him on Stay Central. Hopefully he does that, because the finish that he did right there, you can tell this guy is definitely a really good finisher. Holy crap, that wasn't even a driven shot, that was just a regular shot. The angles, those angles right there are the angles you want to be able to score without having to do all the extra stuff, because that's what allows you to score those opportunities, man, is the players when they have that certain quality, you know? Okay, see, the Stay Central, good. He's going more into the middle, but he still makes those side runs, so that's good. It's very good. Aggressive run, stops, gets back into position into the middle, really good. I think the Stay Central instruction is going to make a huge difference on this card. Yeah, he still pushes a little to the side. That's good. See, I don't know. Okay. I think I'd have to sacrifice for him lingering on the side too much for balance instructions, because I really feel like, because he was his off the ball movement is very consistently using that middle space well when he's not on Stay Central. So if I have to sacrifice a little bit of time for him to sometimes go to the side and stay there a little bit, I don't necessarily mind that too much. I think Stay Central might be a little bit too limiting on the card. I feel like he makes like less runs too. It's weird. Like, I thought at first like the Stay Central would be ideal, but you gotta really like try these cards out consistently. He does make those aggressive runs still, but it's just more linear to the middle, you know? Okay, so we took off Stay Central on the card. He's gonna do that side thing sometimes, but it's not gonna be a big deal. You just have to wait a little longer. You have to play a little different. It's just, I'm trying to match it to my playstyle more than anything, but it's not necessarily a bad thing for him to do that. You just have to wait a little longer to attack certain areas, you know? See how he's lingering on the sides? Okay. Okay, yeah. It's just slower to go into the middle. Not a big deal, though. Not a huge deal. It's just, it's not a personal preference of mine. I like the way that Ozymandias moves with the Stay Central instruction, because he kind of requires it. But with Icardi, that's just a characteristic that you have to get used to. Good positioning to stay on side in that position. Scores the opportunity with his 4-star weak foot. So, nice. Good little finish right there from that angle, getting the heel to heel. That's why we had to test out the heel to heel earlier, to see if I could score, if he does it like smoothly enough to score the opportunities. Alright guys, so final verdict on Icardi's card. For 132k, I think it's a fair price for the quality that he offers in game. He does feel a little bit odd in certain places. Now again, I was trying to match it to my own playstyle in regards to possession, and there is this characteristic that he has where, and this is very important to take note, okay? This is very important. I have aggressive-oriented attackers, so Icardi, because of his 99 attacking positioning, will utilize the empty space of the other attackers quickly, right? Now, this doesn't make him a bad card. This is just completely down to personal preference. With Ozymandias, I felt like he did that less in the central area than Icardi did, right? However, taking that aside, right, the card is really good. He's very, very clinical. He takes those specific shots that some strikers don't take from those angles where you don't have to do the extra touch or whatnot, and that's a very, very important thing. The outside foot trait from certain angles, if you get into like that drag back angle or whatever, you don't have to shoe with his his 4-star weak foot. Very, very nice as well to have. The biggest thing that I can tell you guys with this card is that he really feels like a clinical finisher inside the 18-yard box. From certain shots outside, power strike near post could be a little bit inconsistent, but that's because the game changed their shooting meta from those specific angles, so sometimes it's a little bit random, right? But I did feel like with the engine chemistry style, it definitely improved the responsiveness of his dribbling with the left stick, right? The +5 for acceleration for sprint speed with the passing boost that you give the card is also a very welcome one. Dribbling felt very similar to Ozymandias' card, which is strange because I felt like this one should have been a little better. I would say Icardi's dribbling maybe feels a little better, a tiny bit better, but it's not like I can really make a huge comparison between the two in regards to dribbling. But I think for me, I would probably continue using Ozyman in my team just because of my playstyle of him being a high work rated player with a little bit of better stamina, right? I'll show you guys what we're working with because this is for my main team, so I've tried these cards out a lot. You can see that Ozyman has an 85 stamina with the high work rate, stay central, comeback, and defense. It just works better for me personally. 92 finishing, 90 shot power with 85 composure is also decent enough for me as well. But like I said, guys, the Icardi card, it's not like 200k, it's 132k, and I think that for the stats that you're getting and for the quality that you're getting in-game for 132k, he plays really solid, right? And it's a League 1 striker that you can have fun with. Like, I can use Ozyman and Icardi in the same team in a 4-4-2. Stuff like that, right? So, I may continue using Icardi's card for this FUT Champs weekend. We'll see what's up with that, because it's like a this between the two. You have to kind of compensate from certain instructions with Icardi and Ozyman in certain areas, right? But I think for 132k, it's not too bad. I think his clinical finishing definitely really brings that stat up for sure. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.